Hello guys, welcome to another video. Today is going to be my review of Eye of Wakanda. Let's get right into it. So, when you see this post update, you're going to be like, it's the show already been out. I think it's been out for about a month or two. I'm not even for sure. But, honestly, I was like, I don't really want to watch that show. It didn't look that interesting. You know, it was a cool idea, but, like, I don't think it's something we needed. But, no, this was actually a really good show. So that's why I'm making this review right now, because I do want to talk about it a little bit. But only why I'm doing this too, only why I'm even watching the show, because honestly I wouldn't even watch it, but I want to make a short / TikTok video of me tier listing all of the Marvel animated shows. But I was like, I can't do that if I have never watched, Eye of Wakanda. So I was like, yeah, I gotta do that. So I did, and I was like, wow, this is actually a really good show. I gotta definitely make a review on it and talk about it on the short video. But yeah, no, this was a really good show. It's part of the MCU timeline, and honestly, this show wasn't bad, actually. It's something, do we need it? The question is, do we need it? No, I don't know why we even got this. Why is it even part of the timeline? I don't get it why. But was this a good show? Yeah, it really was. The fight scenes was amazing. The story was amazing. The animation was peak. Honestly, nothing like Across the Spider-Verse kind of animation, because that's my personal favorite kind of animation style. But this animation style was really good. But mainly why I'm making this video was, which episode was my favorite? So we had 4 episodes. The first episode was about a guy that took a bunch of, Wakanda's items and using them to make a kingdom. You know what I mean? So we had that episode for the first one. And all this 4 episodes takes place in different timelines, so it's going far back. So the first episode was just about a kingdom and how this guy from Wakanda took our items and used them to make a kingdom. Second episode was about, I think, Hercules, about the horse, when the Hercules makes a horse, I'm pretty sure, and goes into the Rome. I don't even remember that. I remember the episode, I just don't remember the group names and that history right there. But you see how that Wakanda is trying to get all the artifacts. This is just 4 episodes about artifacts, okay? That's the thing about the show that I don't mind. It's something I didn't expect I would like. But yeah, it's just those 4 episodes. It's just 4 episodes of different times of trying to get this artifact. And honestly, I was like, how can this be a good story? How would they end off the finale of having this in different periods? How would this even connect? And when they did show it, how they made it connect, I was like, okay, wow. And the funny part, when I was watching it too, I was in episode 3, and I saw all these people in this different timeline. Like, one was in 1400 AD, in Japan to get one of the artifacts, and he was flying in a plane practically back to Wakanda. And I was sitting here like, wait, you're telling me at that point people didn't even have planes or cars or anything at that time? They were walking, or they got horses. So you're telling me this guy had a plane? How did they not make a time machine? I told myself. And surprisingly, I guess they read my mind, because in the 4th episode, it deals with time travel, and I was like, okay. Oh, man. I promise you guys, I watched videos on it, because I actually never even touched a video about Wakanda Forever, or either Wakanda, because, like I said, I had no interest with that. So when that popped up, I was like, oh, okay, they're pretty smart. But if you really look at the timeline, either way, Tony Stark reality did make the first ever time travel machine, but Wakanda did it more in the future. So either way, cool thing to see. 4th episode was really good, right? But I actually like episode 2 with Hercules and the horse and everything. That was very much fun to see, cool to see. The story was amazing. How these 2 people, one from Wakanda, one in this group, how they were like almost brothers and friends, and they were friends for, I think, 8 years by the looks of it, what they said. I think he's been trying to get that artifact for almost that much, for years. And when the betrayal happened, man, it was like a fight you would not want to see. Like, it was kind of sad to see that they were fighting and one of them died, sadly. But that was such a great story. Like, this show was really good, And I wish I watched it when it came out, so that this review made a little bit more sense to make as a video than making it a video now after about a month or two. But yeah, this show was amazing. I really liked everything in that show, the animation, the styles, the story in it. I think what the main problem is that no one asked for this. Okay, this is why I don't think people talks about Eyes of Wakanda, is because no one really wanted a 4 episode for in different different times, right? And have that in it and them catching artifacts, right? I think if people watch it, the only thing they're gonna like is either mainly episode 4, because how that connects to the Black Panther movie a lot. It does kinda, a little bit of it. It connects to more of like Killmonger, how that would fix the timeline and stuff, right? But straight out, that's the only thing I think people is gonna like about it. You know what I mean? So very, very much a good show. Definitely like it as part of the timeline. It's a lot better than I was looking into the complete MCU timeline. I'm seeing that at the start before, Captain America and Captain Marvel, right? But if you keep going, you see Loki, and you're like, okay, Loki makes sense why it takes place right after Endgame, because of that Loki disappearing. Then you go to What If, and then you go to Marvel Zombies, and I sat there like, that shouldn't be even part of the timeline, because the What If is taking place in different timelines, not that timeline we're looking at. So that frustrated me. And then Marvel Zombies, a whole different timeline than that timeline. So you're telling me after Marvel Zombie WandaVision happened, right? I didn't like that. I think they should take that out of that MCU timeline and put it somewhere else, because I didn't like that. But this show was really good. As for 4 episodes, I think it should have just been a movie. I think that why other reason is I think it should have just been a movie. Should have came out as a movie, you know what I mean? But yeah, honestly, I think it was a good show. I will give it a nice. I'm not gonna say it's the greatest show, because honestly, this is just people hunting artifacts, and then the last episode makes it all connected together in a weird way, in a good and bad way for me. So honestly, I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10. 7 out of 10. Very much cool action scenes. Everything was very much good in it. It's just that, honestly, as a movie or as a TV show, it's not the greatest, animated show. Something I would definitely am into. I watch it every couple years knowing it, but something where I'm gonna be like, not the greatest. But 7 out of 10. If you guys enjoyed this little short video of my review on Eye of Wakanda, even though I'm very late, hit the sub and hit the like to see future videos like this, and have a great day. Peace.